Hey, welcome back to my bed. I'm just gonna get straight into this because I just want this to be done and over with already. So here's my presentation on work, energy, and power, and also muscles. Work in physics is defined as the measure of the transfer of energy onto an object that goes in the same direction as the object. Here's a clip of somebody doing work. Energy can be defined as the ability to do work. In the previous clip, since the person was doing work, you could see that they were also using energy because you can't really do work without it. Power is defined in the field of physics as the amount of energy transferred or converted per unit of time. Here's a clip of somebody producing power. So how are work, energy, and power related? First off, you can't do work if you don't have energy. It's just impossible. And power is the rate at which work is done, so that's how power and work relate. And the equation for power is work over elapsed time, and without energy, work cannot exist, so therefore energy and power are connected. Muscles and power have been associated together for centuries now. If you were strong, you had muscle, and if you had muscle, people feared what you could do, which is why it's kind of incredible how Diogenes wasn't afraid of Plato kicking his teeth in when he showed up to his lecture with a plucked chicken claiming it to be a man. But how do muscles relate to power in the physics sense of the word? Before I tell you that, I have to explain the different types of muscle to you, as is the assignment. So we have agonist muscles first, which are muscles that promote movement, such as the bicep. Antagonist muscles, however, oppose the motion of the agonist muscles for the sake of controlling it. An example of an antagonist muscle would be the tricep. Synergist muscles, like the brachiodialis, aid the agonist muscles in functioning against the antagonist muscles, as well as stabilize the joint that the muscles are attached to. Now that we know the types of muscles, we should probably know about the type of contractions that those muscles are responsible for. An isometric contraction involves the muscle activating without movement in the joints. This is the type of contraction that occurs in a bicep curl. An eccentric contraction, or eccentric, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, on the other hand, occurs when a force is applied onto the muscle, resulting in its movement. This can be doing squats. A concentric contraction is a type of contraction where the muscle tenses up to create the potential energy needed to exert force on an object. This kind of contraction can be found in lifting a heavy weight, for example. The amortization phase is a transition phase that exists between concentric and eccentric contractions, as well as being a part of, I can't pronounce it in a natural way, so I'm just going to say it like this: stretch shortening cycle. There we go. The stretch shortening cycle is a cycle where concentric and eccentric contractions are performed consecutively over a short period of time, with a short amortization phase in between the two contractions. The type of contraction that is known for being the best at building muscle would be eccentric contractions, as they have the greatest capability to produce force. Moving on to a different exercise that one could do in order to produce all these different types of contractions, let's start with a bicep curl. I won't be able to download any footage explaining these to put in the video, so bear with me, but I will put links in the description for some videos if you're curious. Hopefully my future self will be paying attention during this presentation and will let the teacher know that these videos are included in the slides accompanying this presentation. Actually, wait, I don't think I have to any more than I said that. You're welcome, future me. Anyway, onto the bicep curls. Bicep curls are a type of push exercise for the upper body that involves agonist, antagonist, and synergist muscles. They're meant to build strength in the arms. The specific muscles that are involved are the biceps, which are the agonists, the triceps, which are the antagonists, and the brachiodialis, the synergists. A few health benefits that go along with doing bicep curls include shoulder stability and rehabilitation. Like if your shoulder is injured, then bicep curls will help it to heal better. It helps strengthening your heart. A lot of exercise does. It's just pretty normal for exercise. And it even improves your posture, which, looking at you right now, some of you definitely need to get on that. Yeah. Yeah, I see you over there, all slouched over, ruining your back. Straighten up, you banana-shaped. This exercise is relatively easy for beginners. However, if you wanted to make it easier for you, you could start with the little 5-pound weights or just any weight that you're most comfortable with and get the form down before actually going to build up muscle. If for whatever reason you wanted to make this harder for you, I would suggest not. But if you really wanted to, then I'd go for trying to do it on one leg. Maybe not the safest thing to do, but it certainly makes it harder, wouldn't you think? Kind of weird, kind of quirky, you know? In case you haven't noticed, I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. I don't fit in. And I don't want to fit in. Have you ever seen me without this stupid hat on?
That's weird.
I don't even like Riverdale. That was just for a dumb bit. Anyway, when someone does a bicep curl, the act of lifting a barbell or dumbbell up towards their chest is doing work, because the energy is going in the same direction of the object, at least for a short amount of time. You could increase your power during a bicep curl by doing it quicker, or increasing your effort on the weight, probably by getting a heavier weight and trying to go as quickly as you were before with the lighter one. Just don't hurt yourself. I'm not a professional. I'm just some kid trying to get an assignment done last minute. The last question on this assignment was to describe my favorite part about doing it, and I can definitely say that it was finishing it. Actually, that or getting to talk about the beef between Plato and Diogenes. Yeah, that was fun too. Anyways, the assignment's over. Bye.